Here's the Grand Salon in Teton, a little restaurant, and Brita was mentioning that we can dance here, so that would be a fun thing to do during the day if you get really bored. And here comes our gang. The first one comes out. Oh, Albrecht and Brita. Let's see, are we having anybody else come out? Oh, here comes Inge.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, and I have the
Ellen.
map of Idaho here.
Oh, Ellen has the map of Idaho. Terrific. This is a very cute local little place. The waitress just put the tables together so we can all sit. There's Inge, Albrecht. A real nice country bar. It smells like smoke in here. It's very pleasant. Waitress. So, da sitzen die drei Weidmänner und schaukeln mit den Beinchen. Also kaum sind wir in der Lodge angekommen, da macht die Inge sich das schon ganz bequem. Sie sitzt und liest. Wir haben gerade ein bisschen geruht. Und so schön. Nicht? So, fein. Jetzt ruht sie sich aus. Right outside of our lodge we have this lovely aspen grove. Very beautiful. On the other side you'll see the Tetons. Here we'll just have this lovely aspen grove. And way back there are some horses stabled. We are here on Signal Mountain, and in the background are the Tetons. The air is kind of really thin, and I'm really having kind of trouble breathing. I guess I'm the only one having trouble. Everybody else is doing just fine with it. But there's just a fantastic panoramic view of the Grand Tetons. These aren't the Tetons anymore. These are the Tetons.
Also tu das nicht wie ein Sack voll Flöhüte. Die hüpft da weg, die Leute, als ob sie... Dann mach du eins, Britta, mach weiter Versuch.
Here's Bob and Ellen, right in front of the Tetons. Beautiful picture of them.
Blitzt und flackert wie ab, rot.
Also das ist nur der Bob.
Von euch zwei Touristen
Here we have Ellen Brita in front of the Teton. Really pretty. So here we have the whole family trying to be nice. They're trying very hard to be nice.
Take a still picture.
But in a movie you're supposed to move.
So then we see the Grand Moran in the background.
How about Teton?
And the Tetons over to the left.
Do we need to keep still now?
I have to show the mountains.
So now we have part of the gang being tired. Comes Ellen. The rest of them are still admiring the poison oak and the poison ivy. There we see Moran Mountain again from the valley.
But then why don't we drive up? Because we saw it on the left
This
on
isn't
the
good
way
enough
up.
for everybody. It's good enough for me. Die Fotografen fleißig bei der Arbeit.
Oh, here, this is Mount Moran.
Here we have a young lady fly fishing. She just cast off. Also die Weidmänner haben jetzt ein Snowball fight. Not at me, please.
Bye bye.
Where's the melted snow?
This way. That's no good over.
Even Bob has it.
These trees are sick. Why they like that?
Yeah, they're infected by beetles. He said when they're wood trees, like see this one.
But then when they affect the next tree?
No, because it all depends on...
We are here at beautiful String Lake. Over the lake. Oh, here's the whole gang. There's Albrecht, there's Bob, Brita, Ellen und sogar die Inge. Alle sind sie da. Strategy is being discussed. Wilderness is totally beautiful. There's hardly anybody here. Except there was a couple at 3 o'clock. Just like snow. Jetzt sind wir hier bei Jenny Lake und haben da ein bisschen was zum Essen gekauft. Und da sitzen sie eben und haben die gut verdiente Mittagspause. Bob eating ice cream. A beautiful little wildflower. We're doing a nice little boat trip along the, what the heck is this river called? Jenny Lake. It's going to be 10 minutes down and 10 minutes back, and there's the Jenny Lake. Just leaving Jenny Lake. This is Hidden Falls. Auf der Brücke. Quite unbelievable. Here we are in short sleeves and we're right in the snow. Well, Albert, Ellen, Inge and Gesa climbed all the way up to the top, and Brita went halfway and Bob went back home to the top. It was just a fabulous trip, and Inge made it all the way. So after 3 days in the Grand Tetons, we finally arrived at Yellowstone National Park, and here is the whole gang. Here they all are. There's Inge waving. This is the Lewis Fall. This is it's actually our first or second stop. So this is the lovely Lewis Falls, which connects to the Lewis River, or actually it makes the Lewis River. This is the end of May and the pussy willows are just now coming out. And then this is the other end of the beautiful Lewis River. Here's Inge enjoying a little solitude before the storm, looking at the magazine. A huge bison. Same huge beast. Das sind die mineralischen Ablagerungen von dem Geyser. Ganz toll mit den schönen Farben. Ellen's t-shirt looks just like it. This is part of Little Creek Geyser. And it goes down like this and it joins the creek down below. It's steaming everywhere. Quite amazing. Mineral deposits and looks like little mineral terraces. And here the water runs down the flat and joins the boiling bubbles and blistering hot water.
Really boiling.
Look, again, you see the yellow smoke over there?
In the distance you see the walkway that goes around this flat.
Heute ist er soweit bei dir an. Das ist schon wahnsinnig interessant. Und das Wetter ist... Und hier, und wie die braunen Streifen hier so sind. Das ist toll.
Ellen is having a wonderful time. Bob, Albrecht and Brita, there they are. Ellen and Bob in the mist.
Hello, Gisa. What are you doing?
Way back there, Inge photographing. Bob and Ellen admiring the scenery. Albrecht back there too. Everybody's having such a wonderful time just photographing all this miraculous place. This looks like the Blue Lagoon in Bora Bora, except it isn't.
Wait a bit for the sun. Wait, Gisa, till you get the sun.
She's checking the pictures that she's taking.
Pretty soon you go.
Inge just spent about an hour over there on the corner. This looks like rice paddles. Beautiful formation of the mineral deposits. cute couple. We were leaving the mid-basin geyser and stumbled upon this huge herd of buffalo. They actually have babies too. It's about 11:30, so they're all kind of resting. They're great, huge creatures, the horns. They're shedding their furs right now. Here's Papa Buffalo. He looks kind of cute. And back there are the babies. Two bison sparring. I've never seen that before. Everybody's leaving because Big Papa's coming. These creatures roll on the ground to get rid of their excess fur that they've grown during the winter time. That's how come they look so shaggy now. Little baby buffalo.
Dieser Film.
Right now we're having our gut verdiente Mittagspause. We've stopped right near Norris. It's a little cold for the rest of us. He's the hardy one. Ellen just reminded me that this is not the Virginia Falls, but the Gibbons Falls. So whatever heck it is, here it is. Yellowstone. Back there is the upper falls, and then down here we see the lower falls. This is just absolutely unbelievable. It does look just like the Grand Canyon. I don't know what that river is that goes down there. I presume it's the whatever river that it was.
Zwei tapfere Wanderer kommen hier.
Zwei Inspirierte.
Zwei Inspiration Point. Jetzt kommt Sonne. Sonne. Schau mal runter. Ellen? You wanna go down?
Our folks are in the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. A lone tree clinging desperately to the rocks, trying to stay alive. 5, where a large portion of the canyon tumbled into the gorge below. So what it says is that next time one returns, this topography may not look the same as it does today. Ellen is tired. She wants to take a little nap. Don't think she's gonna get it today. Da kommt die Ehe.
Guten Tag, Frau Geser. Wie geht es Ihnen?
Es geht mir sehr gut. There's Ellen coming down, looking at the view. Hi, Ellen.
Okay.
The big crow is begging for food.
Maybe sick. Are you sick?
It's actually not a crow, it's a raven, as the ranger just told us.
Asking for food?
They're supposed to be very intelligent animals. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone Park. Quite amazing, this. Leaving the lower Grand Canyon Falls, we spotted this gorgeous elk with its antlers and another pair resting. This is the fountain geyser, and we're waiting for it to erupt. It should be coming within the next 10 minutes. We've already got the 1 meter boiling point. After that, it's gonna blow. We have a huge geyser erupting in the background there. I think ours is done, but this one is still going. Oh, I'm getting kind of scared. He's so big. Oh Gott, jetzt kommt einer ganz dicht dran. Among all the trees that have been devastated. There's now already the good undergrowth here. We're here at a little rest stop where the obsidian cliffs are. And this is such a pretty outlook here with the meandering brook. It's both Inge's and my favorite sight to see something like this. A meadow with a little brook going through. Lovely. Dies sind alles die Obsidian Cliffs. Ganz toll. Das ist hier das fantastische Obsidian-Gebirge. Es glitzert so schön in der Sonne. Everybody's having a really good time watching the obsidian. Everyone admires this beautiful piece of obsidian because it has so many different designs in it. It's just lovely. Very unusual. A beautiful meandering little brook where we're stopping to have our lunch. It's by the Obsidian Gebirge. Little lunch stop on the side of the Obsidian forest, or whatever it was.
And the rental car provides shade.
This is bridging the Golden Gate, I guess that's what they call it. We are right now at Orange Spring Mount. This is very close to Mammoth. It's actually mineral water coming out from the top, and I think this is what formed this interesting structure. And water is kind of flowing down all over this rock. It's actually steaming with warm water coming down. These are the world famous Mammoth terraces. This is created by thermal activity underground, and then it creates these pools where the water cascades down. And then this is the end result. Very bright, these minerals that are deposited. There's the Mammoth Lodge down below.
The underlook.
We are here and we're heading for the overlook here on the upper terrace. And
But I say we've been there.
I say we have to explore it yet.
These are basalt lava structures, 500,000 years old. Back there in the distance is the same thing, also 500,000 years old, with a beautiful river here. He's staring at me, I'm staring at him. Very cute. This is the evidence of volcanic eruptions 630,000 years ago, and the hot magma creating all the hot springs, mud pools, and the geysers. Here's the walkway that leads us to it, and here are the geysers and the mud pools and various hot springs. Everything is steaming and bubbling and erupting. It's quite amazing. This is the Rainbow Spring. The colors are just very vivid. This geyser is just blowing a little bit. I was hoping he'd get ready to just really blow its top, but I don't think he will. The troops are returning from the pee-pee stop. Back to El Bus. Fly fishing is one of those really prevalent sports around here. The school kids just passed this bridge, 146 kids. So now we've got some peace and quiet and can enjoy the Biscuit Basin. This is the Black Opal Spring. It's gorgeous, with a cloud reflection in it. This is the Shell Spring. And this is what it looks like after it's gone all the way back down again. The outsides of it look like sponge, like when the water comes up, it absorbs it through the sides of the walls of the geyser. This poor fellow got cooked in the hot water. Everybody's testing the water of the spring. Ooh. This is the Artemisia spring that we're seeing on our wonderful walk from the basin back to Yellowstone Geyser. Wir sind gerade durch den unheimlichen Regen und Hagel gegangen. Britta hat gerade ihren Regenschirm runtergemacht. Ellen ihre Kapuze. Jetzt kommt die Sonne raus. Ganz herrlich. So, jetzt sind wir alle da. This is the infamous morning glory that we've been waiting for. We finally found it. Just after it started hailing really hard. The sun came out and here it is. It's beautiful. Still a wonderful close-up of the morning glory. You kind of maybe look inside. It's probably the Ingenai needs a little nap. Poor thing, she's been walking every bit of a tenth of a mile. This is the Grotto Geyser. Ellen just told me that this one spits 24 hours sometimes. This is the awesome structure from the back. Makes a huge noise. This is Giant Geyser. It can spew water up to 250 to 300 feet into the air. And this is the largest geyser in the world. This is still Giant Geyser. Shows the steam coming out. This is the infamous Castle Geyser. It goes off once every 24 hours approximately, and it lasts sometimes for half an hour. We've seen it the other day lasting for at least 20 minutes. It's been going already for 15-20 minutes at least. It's wild.
Thank you very much.
Observation point 0.1 mile.
Das haben wir aber bald.
0,1.
Hiking up to the observation point to see Old Faithful from up. I don't think we're gonna get there anytime soon.
So who said this was a 10-minute walk?
I don't know. Here comes our fearless leader. Bob is resting from the heavy-duty trip. Come on, over the people.
No! Yay! I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. Yay!
Well, the Old Faithful did it. Here it goes.
Yay! It's a little late, but that's okay.
All right, here we have the Old Faithful. He is faithful after all. The grandpapa of all geysers. There he goes.
Woo! It did what I wanted to do. 5 minutes.
That's because people were leaving.
Yay! Only 15 minutes left. 15 minutes. It made it. Wow. There.
Still going.
It's making up for being late. Look at it, soaking all those people in. Keep going, keep going. See, that's what I would want.
I think he's done.
Okay. Woo!
After a nice long wait, for the big one to blow. It finally did. Now everybody's coming back down again. Bob went the other way. Wie süß, eine Schwester hilft der anderen. Back from the trip. Gut. Wir haben all die wunderbaren Restaurants schon hier abgeklappert. Und jetzt sind wir in der Cafeteria gelandet, nicht? Salate und so weiter. Und da haben wir unseren schönen Tisch. Da saßen wir eben und haben schön geschmaust. Ne? Es war ganz gut. So, das war, wo wir jetzt den Berg raufgekraxelt sind. Und jetzt ist eben das unser wunderbares Abendessen. Das ist das Wunderbare dabei. Brita und ich genießen unseren schönen weißen Wein.
That's a good one. Sehr gut. Excellent.
Oh, Old Faithful is faithful after all. Oh, wonderful. Ooh. We just saw this wonderful, wonderful presentation. We're now still waiting for Old Faithful to do it one more time for the evening. I hope so.
Is it bigger? No, this time. Boom, boom.
Okay, that's enough for me.
This is a very fitting ending of my tape. It's just beautiful. It's around 6 o'clock or 6:30, and it's just gorgeous. Old Faithful is blowing its top. Lovely. There are about 200 people assembled here to look at this fantastic geological phenomenon. It's wonderful.